Right. Tough night for you guys tonight, and it kind of was from the get-go, getting an 8-0 run, for Spartans. How do you guys respond to that moving into tomorrow?
Look, we got to be more physical. We got to be more intentional with our movements. I think we were, like you said, from the jump a little bit hesitant. Some of this is some of the young girls' first time, and we were out of rhythm from the beginning. They did a great job getting us out of rhythm, and the beauty is we got tomorrow, and no one's crying. So we keep moving.
Mick, congratulations on the 150 games. Obviously not the performance you wanted from a team perspective in 150, but what is your message going to be to the team over the next 24 hours? You're the leader of this team. You've been the heart and soul of the club for years. How do you get them to focus and, have the mindset that, hey, we're still in this, it's 1-0, but there's 2 games left?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually just talking to Chev about that on the walk out, and we were just saying that, there is only a few of us who have been in this position before. So to me, it's just having a chat with the group around, what it means to be in this position, what it means to be part of the Thunder family and playing for and representing our club. Like Aja said, I think we got taken out of our stuff early today. However, I think just talking of those things, talking about being in this position, what it feels like, and sharing that knowledge a little bit more tonight or straight after this is definitely something that, I'm going to do with the group, and just try and get everyone together and keep their heads up.
Coach, we used the word a few times in the broadcast, uncharacteristic. It wasn't the Logan Thunder brand of basketball that we're used to seeing, and particularly the offensive end. There were some turnovers, travellings that we normally don't see. There are
10 turnovers.
Yeah,
10 travels. Yeah, 10 travels.
And then a lot of shots that just didn't drop through the hoop. When you reflect on the game going into tomorrow, is it a case of, hey, for the most part we executed the way we want, but things just were slightly off? Or is it a case of maybe we need to adjust how we're going to attack that Spartans defense tomorrow night?
Yeah, look, I think it's a mix of both. We trust the work. We trust what we've done all season. Today was very uncharacteristic in a lot of ways, but that's how games go, right? Like, that's basketball. So how do we respond? How do we stay within ourselves? How do we make adjustments where we need to and keep things the same where we need to? Finding that balance in between both. I'll be up all night watching tape, seeing what we need to do, and we'll be ready tomorrow. We'll look much better tomorrow.
And I just want to ask from your perspective, Aja, as a coach and former player, and from your perspective, Michaela, as a player and a leader in the team.
She's a coach as well.
And a coach, of course. You are a coach. Hopefully you're teaching the youth of Queensland how to shoot free throws like you do. But what do you say to your young players coming up in this program and those that are deep on the bench that are going to be called upon in desperate times in the finals? What to focus on? Do you get them to focus on deflections or energy, or what is the spark that you kind of give for them when they get on the floor?
We always give them a goal in mind. So, like Vahalia got some minutes tonight, who hasn't been playing too much this year. Her goal was to go in and bring some energy on the defensive end, keep the ball in front, pressure the ball, and I think she did a really good job of that. You just help them narrow down a focus. Once they start getting good at that focus, then the rest of the game kind of flows to them. Like I said, tonight was I can look at these stats and I can say a lot of things that I'm not happy with, but ultimately we got another game tomorrow. You brush it off, you move on, and you keep going. She wants it off. There you go.
Got you. You're welcome.
Mick, I thought after the halftime break you really led by example, scoring wise, stepping up and trying to get the girls to ride on the back of that. And I don't know that really converted to more points with the rest of your crew, but looking at the positives now moving into tomorrow, what do you take away from today that you want to build on as a group for tomorrow to make sure you get that win?
Yeah, honestly, just getting back to being ourselves. I do not think that we were ourselves tonight. I think we let them take us out of our stuff. And I genuinely believe that when we are ourselves and we get to the spots we want to and we get the people the ball, within the plays where we want it and at the time that we need it, that people can't guard us. But that's just us getting back to being ourselves, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably just one final question. Praseus and Amandine obviously kept below their season averages. It looked like the Spartans defense, made life tough for them, in terms of getting the ball in their spots. How do you sort of get them sort of back to playing their normal selves tomorrow night? Anything in particular that's come to mind?
Look, nothing that needs to be overly talked about. Both of those players are hoopers. They're looking, everyone's going home looking within themselves type situation, do or die game. I think they'll come ready to play. It's just one of those games. Like, luckily this is a 3-game series, not 1 game. And we move on to the next one and we see how tomorrow goes, but we will look better than we did tonight. I can almost guarantee that. If I have to suit up, I will.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going.